its flaws. I've owned this car long enough to know some of those, so I thought we'd talk about it. The number one flaw to me would probably have to be how thin the paint is. As you can see, there's chips everywhere, and these are just because of rocks. So I mean, that's kind of annoying because I see every single little detail when it comes to my car. Little chips everywhere. I have to like touch them up all the time. Flaw number two would have to be, as you can see, the door has something to open it with, a quick access, but the trunk doesn't. I mean, that's kind of annoying. Let's say you're carrying stuff and you don't have your keys are in your pocket because it's a push to start car. You have to go to your key to open it. Unlike, you know, the Infinity, has a little button, just pops right open. Flaw number three would have to be the hood vents. You know, it does have them, they're fake. Many people talk about this and like they're 5 things I hate about my car. I don't really hate them. I mean, I think it's a flaw because all they had to do was drill out these holes, which are already pretty much there. They just had to cut them off instead of indent them, and it would have been way better for the engine overall because it has more ventilation and air into it. Flaw number 4 to me, or to many people, would probably be the traction control. I kind of don't see that one as a flaw too much because if you think about it, the car is doing what it's supposed to be doing with it on, you know, and if you plan on stepping on it hard enough so that it spins out, you should probably have it off anyways. But it's not really a flaw to me, at least. It's just something a lot of people don't like about this car. A flaw I would say would be the head space in the back seat. Let me show you guys that. Ignore my doggy. Just so you know, the car is on, so he's not drowning back here. Look to the side. But I mean, I'm like 5'7", and my head is hitting, you know, the glass. So yeah, this kind of sucks. Anybody else would not fit back here. Anybody above 5'7" will not fit up here. So I mean, I think that's one of a pretty major flaw of this car. But it is what it is. I don't really go back there, so I could care less. But if I ever do have passengers, I know for a fact that's one thing they complain about the most. And yeah, I think those are like the pretty much top flaws of this car. Besides that, I would say the car is pretty, you know, top notch. I can't really think of anything else. I'm trying to, so I could point that out. I guess one of the flaws could be how these don't turn on if the fogs are running. I think it should have been both on. It looks way nicer. Or at least have like a switch where you can control that. I know you could probably do it like aftermarket, you know, if you wire it and stuff, but it's something that just should have came with the car. Just both of these on at the same time, it would have looked way nicer. And I guess one thing a lot of people would like for it to be different would be if it was not a Hyundai. I guess that's a major flaw to some people, but I can care less if it's a Hyundai or not. To me, it's a really nice car, and yeah, I enjoy it every single day.